Okay, this is now my second time trying to film this because my dog knocked this over the first time and I had to redraw some things on. So if things look wobbly on the whiteboard of stars, that's why. Hi. First of all, before you ask, no, I'm decidedly not okay. And two, I am inspired by Mike TV's, I think his name, who did the appropriately unhinged recap of Pretty Little Liars, which I was and still am obsessed with. That level of detail, just give that man a streaming. So I've decided to come in here and present my breakdown of the stars for RuPaul's Drag Race. May the best drag queen win. All-Star 7, all winners. Purchases from Aja the Queen. Support your queens. So where I have my board right now, we're going to be going over what could have been. We are not getting into what should have been. I don't have the time. Not even I have the time. Some people might, but I don't. And also that starts to get into a really tricky area of opinions. And yes, were there several episodes where the Vivian should have been in the top but wasn't? Or Raja should have been in the top but wasn't? Absolutely. Unfortunately, they weren't. Because my dog could have done a better job of judging this season of Drag Race. Because she has wonderful taste, don't you, baby? All right, now, mommy's working. Okay, you can stay. So, this whiteboard currently stands at the star placement before the most recent episode of Drag Race, of the talent show, where there was 3 stars given out for whatever stupid reason. Is she blocking the board? No. Okay. So where we stand right now, prior to the talent show, is Jinx Monsoon in the lead with 4 stars. You've got Monet Exchange with 2 stars, the Vivian with 2 stars, Raja with 2 stars, Trinity the Tuck with 3 stars. Does she not go by Taylor? Beside one. Shea Coulee with 1 star. Don't even get me started. Jada Essence Hall with 3 stars. Evie Oddly with 2 stars. Now for Jada and Evie at the bottom here, I've had their charity stars in green because we will start to do some mathematical equations regarding these stupid charity stars later. But they are in green, regular stars are in red. Now, let's get into the most recent episode where for some reason the talent show is worth 3 stars. Why? I don't know. I guess that does mean we bought Ratatouille for nothing. And the winners, so the top 2 of that challenge were Monet Exchange, so 1, 2, 3, and Shea Coulee, 1, 2, 3. Now, leading into the finale, this put us with Monet Exchange in the lead with 5 stars. Sorry, Jinx Monsoon here with 4 stars, Shea Coulee with 4 stars, and then a tie between Jada Essence Hall and Trinity the Tuck with 3 stars. Now, we could say a lot about Monet's decision. Personally, I've come to terms with it. I was really mad at first, but the more I think about it, one of Jada's stars is a charity star. Okay, and Trinity the Tuck won 4 challenges and only has 3 stars due to being blocked, whereas Jada only won 2 challenges but has a charity star. But we will get into that in just a moment. So this is where we now stand going into the finale. I agree, it's stupid. I definitely feel like the Vivian should have been in the top because the Vivian, on paper, won 3 challenges. However, I do think she deserved to be in the top for the roast challenge. So I think she was robbed there. Raja had some moments where I felt she was robbed, but I also felt like she was acknowledged in moments that were not her best week. And I kind of feel that way about everyone. So the first alternate ending multiverse of madness we are going to look at is what would have happened if the queens had gotten stars for the weeks they were blocked. Like, what if they had never been blocked? So that would put Trinity with a 4th star. That would put Jinx Monsoon with a 5th star. and that would put the Vivian with a 3rd star. Now, in this scenario, what we have is Monet Exchange still leading the pack with 5 stars. Okay, she's tied to leading the pack with 5 stars with Jinx Monsoon. We've now got Trinity the Tuck and Shea Coulee tied with 4 stars. So we have still a weird-ass top 4, and the same top 4, I might add, with Jinx Monsoon, Monet Exchange, Trinity the Tuck, and Shea Coulee. But if what we do now is we take away the stupid 3-star thing from last episode, and we only give Shea Coulee 1 star, and Monet Exchange 1 star. So now what we've got is Jinx Monsoon still in the lead with 5 stars. You've got Trinity the Tuck in second with 4 stars. So now what we have is a 3-way tie between Monet Exchange, the Vivian, and Jada Essence Hall. But Dorothy, there's only 2 spots in the finale in this scenario. I know. So what do we do for a tiebreaker? Well, we certainly don't look at Monet Exchange and say, hi, I know this isn't your drag race, but make a decision. So stupid. But what we do is we look objectively at the number of challenges won. And Jada Essence Hall, while I adore her and I wish she had been in the top 4, one of her stars is a charity star, so we take that away. Leaving us with a top 4 of Jinx Monsoon, Monet Exchange, Trinity the Tuck, and the Vivian. But that was only one scenario of what could have been. So, Bob the Drag Queen in the pit stop most recently had a theory that perhaps in the final episode, I should give Shea Coulee and Monet Exchange their stupid charity stars back. So Bob the Drag Queen had the theory that in the finale, the gag would be that the people who were blocked, for every block you get a star. So, with that being said, so you have episode 1. At the end of the episode, Shea Coulee decided to block Trinity the Tuck. Why? I'm still trying to figure it out, but she did. So Trinity the Tuck gets another star. At the end of episode 2, Jinx Monsoon decides to block Shea Coulee. Why? Once again, it makes actually perfect sense. Good for her. So where is Shea? We come up here with Shea with that blocked charity star. Now episode 3, who the hell did they block? The lip sync winner Jada Essence Hall decided to block Jinx Monsoon, as she should have. Jinx Monsoon was the greatest competition in the game. This was Jinx Monsoon's drag race, to be perfectly honest. Episode 4, who was blocked? Monet Exchange. So we've really got Monet Exchange just reaping in the benefits here. Episode 5 is the Vivian. Episode 6 is once again Jinx Monsoon. Episode 7 is Evie Oddly. Episode 8 is Jada Essence Hall. Episode 9 is Raja. Episode 10, there was no one being blocked. So, this is now what we're working with. We have Jinx Monsoon with 6 stars. We have Monet Exchange with 6 stars. The Vivian with 3 stars. Raja with 3 stars. Trinity the Tuck with 4 stars. Shea Coulee with 5 stars. Jada Essence Hall with 3 stars. Evie Oddly with 3 stars. So, the interesting thing about this is we are still stuck with the same top 4 that we would have. Because we've got Jinx Monsoon, Monet Exchange, and Shea Coulee leading the pack with the most stars. And then tied for the next spot is Jada Essence Hall and Trinity. Because everybody had been blocked at least once, with the exception of Jinx Monsoon, who was guaranteed to get in the finale either way, although I suppose we said that about Jada Essence Hall, and look at where that got us. So I can see why RuPaul did not go with this choice of twist. Considering the results were pretty much the same, it would have just kind of been a pointless plot point. However, it wouldn't have been a pointless plot point if the most recent challenge hadn't been worth 3 stars. So, this is too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Monet Exchange and Shea Coulee. Well, boy howdy, would you look at that. Ain't it funny how life changes? So now what we've got for our top 4 is Jinx Monsoon, Monet Exchange, Trinity the Tuck, and Jada Essence Hall. The Vivian is still robbed. There's no way for me to unrob the Vivian unless I start going through what should have been. Because I'd like to remind you, let's go back to basics. Let's go back to... This is the beginning of episode 11. This is before the talent show, right? The obvious tops are Jinx Monsoon, Trinity the Tuck, and Jada Essence Hall. And it was essentially just a fight to see who was going to get that 4th spot. Okay? If we take out the charity stars, this is stupid, then this is clearly Trinity the Tuck and Jinx Monsoon going into the top. And then it was fair game for anyone. I wouldn't have cared as much about this challenge being worth 3 stars if there weren't already charity stars. Why were there charity stars, RuPaul? What was the reason? I'm so tired of at-home watered-down coffee. I'm gonna give Jada and Edie their stupid charity stars back. This is, by the way, no hate to any of the queens. They didn't come up with the idea of charity stars. If we were gonna do charity stars, couldn't it have at least been like interesting? How funny would it have been if do y'all remember the money machines? If you went to public school, right? And you did the fundraising thing where you sold shitty frozen food that was loaded with sodium. You remember those? Remember how they had them money whirlpool tornado machines? I'll try to put a picture somewhere. What if we put the queens in that machine and amongst all the money flying around her, one of them is a fucking star, but it's like a piece of paper because we couldn't put a pin in it, you know what I mean? And she's trying to catch it. What if we gave them a giant claw machine, or just a regular claw machine and put the pin at the bottom of it, and then we had to watch these queens try to get that? Like, at least make it interesting. Like, make it a mini challenge where it's like, oh, there's a legendary legend star, and before you say like, oh, really, giving out legendary legend stars as the result of a mini challenge, it's better than charity stars just given for nothing. Oh, anyways, this is where we started. And if the most recent episode had just been 1 star, I forgot. It's supposed to be purple. My bad. Then we have a finale that looks like Jinx Monsoon, Monet Exchange, Trinity the Tuck, and Jada Essence Hall. There's no decisions. There's no giving Monet Exchange the reins. And I love Monet Exchange. I do. But for what reason? Monet Exchange? Once again, love her to death. Don't know why she had that power. Although I will say it was hilarious how they were like, you have to decide between Trinity and Jada. Do it now. No, we don't have time. We don't have time for you to go deliberate or for them to plead your case. No, just decide. I'd be like, y'all need to at least give me a 5. That was a lot. So, they gave 3 stars for the finale. Okay. So this is what we're looking at with the tie between Trinity the Tuck and Jada Essence Hall. And I wish to God Monet's reasons for picking Trinity over Jada would have been, one of your stars is a charity star, so technically Trinity is more. I like that so much better than being like, that's my Twitter. Or she could have been like, Trinity been helping me in the workroom this whole season, and she's been helping everybody else, so I'm gonna do this. Also, tread it. Also, God. Also, Reddit is gonna be lit if I pick Trinity. You know Monet was thinking that. Monet is strategic beyond all belief. Maybe she picked Trinity just because she thinks she can beat her in a lip sync and she don't know if she can beat Jada. Now, what I would have loved to have seen it for the twist, instead of Bob's theory of giving the people who were blocked stars, I would have loved to have seen stealing stars. Oh, could you have imagined? Whoever the top two was got to steal, but they both got to steal stars. But they couldn't know who the other person was stealing stars from. We see the lipsticks return. So what if Shay stole a star from Trinity and Monet stole a star from Jada? And then we have a big ass tiebreaker between the whole fucking cast. Wouldn't that have just been probably overly complicated drama? But then again, if we were overfed further, you know, like we were given, they can have 30 episodes for a regular season of Drag Race. They can't give us 13 of this one. Because you know they ain't gonna do a reunion. They don't do those for All Stars anymore, despite the fact that their All Stars 2 was brilliant reunion. But I digress. In the last season, they had a giant lip sync episode for the reason that, I don't know, RuPaul just wanted more scenes of Georges dancing. Why couldn't they have done that with this episode? Wouldn't that have been a gag? You have your tops, and then Shay steal a star from Trinity and Monet steal a star from Jada. So then Evie and Jada and Trinity and Raja and the Vivian are all tied for that fourth spot. And instead of, once again, pronouncing Monet Exchange the decider of all things Drag Race, we fucking have a lip sync Lollapalooza to get into the lip sync Lollapalooza next episode. Iconic. I suppose my point of this video that I have now concluded, because I didn't know what it was going into it, is that there's nothing we could have done. There's no algebraic equation that's going to fix what had already done happened. The second RuPaul started messing up the top twos of the past episodes, it was all downhill from there. Like, there was no fixing this. God, I hate Drag Race, but also I love it. Jada, honey, I'm so sorry. But mostly I'm just sorry to Vivian. I'm gonna stress eat.